Hello everyone, welcome to the Coding Geometry course. This course was developed to reinforce students' learning of geometry skills and concepts through the application of coding. Today I'll be guiding you through the course material using Google Slides and code.org. So let's get started. First, let's take a look at the slides. First, you can see that we're starting off with a title slide, followed by an informational slide that'll later include a link to this video we're creating right now. That is preceded by a suggested pacing guide as well as a series of activity slides. This course consists of a series of activities that are aligned with the sum of Code.org's Computer Science Discoveries 23-24 course. Some activities will provide a list of possible geometry lessons like you see here, which are taken from our district's provided 2018 Glencoe Geometry books. These lessons will help you connect math concepts with computer science concepts. Other activities don't directly tie to our Glencoe Geometry books, so the corresponding computer science standards are shown. Additional helpful information is included in the speaker notes. If you don't see the speaker notes, click on View and make sure that Show Speaker Notes is checked. The speaker notes will include additional information about various lessons, so it can be really helpful. To access the Computer Science Discoveries lesson page, simply click on the title of each activity. However, please note that you need to be logged in with your verified teacher account for the link to work correctly, as this is the only teachers can see this page. The CS Discoveries lesson page contains all the printable resources and videos for the lesson, as you see down here, where they can be printed. If you clicked on this resource, you could print it out from there. The videos can also be downloaded from here if you have low bandwidth internet. The objectives and standards and other valuable information on these pages will assist you in writing your lesson plans and preparing to deliver the lesson. Code.org CS Discoveries course often uses levels to teach students. Levels are rare in Unit 1, but quite common in Unit 3, which is where students will be doing most of their learning of geometry concepts for this course. These levels are bubbles inside of a lesson that students progress through. In this Google Slides presentation, the first level will have a direct link for you to access, as well as the assessment level. Some levels require students to read, some involve trying out apps, some require coding, and others are videos. Pay close attention to the instructions provided in each level. For instance, this is a predict level, and I can't run until I've actually scrolled through the instructions and the students have typed their predictions here. Most levels in computer science discoveries or most lessons include a level that has an assessment. The assessment that's built into the computer science course is designed for computer science and often has no requirements on students showing their knowledge of math lessons or math content. For that reason, most of the activities in this coding geometry course are followed by an additional assessment, which will be white, that directly assesses math concepts. It is recommended to have your students show you the CSD assessment first, so students progress through here. Have them show you their work on this assessment first. If you would like to grade it then. Once you've graded it, let them know they can go on to the geometry concept that applies to this lesson. Since this course is designed to focus on geometry, I encourage you to utilize the additional assessment to verify students' knowledge of specific standards. At the end of most sets of levels, you will find challenges. I strongly encourage all students to attempt these challenges to further their understanding of coding, allowing them to create more intriguing apps and games. While Code.org intended these challenges for students who finish early, I have found that not all students utilize them. However, these challenges offer valuable coding lessons that can greatly enhance the learning experience of this coding geometry course. It is suggested to have students keep a notebook to record geometry concepts, vocabulary of geometry and code terms, introduced code, and activity reflections. This notebook will serve as a valuable resource for students to refer back to and reinforce their learning. To make it easier for students to have notebooks, I've included the vocabulary and introduced code right here on each activity. That concludes our introduction to the coding geometry course. I hope you now have a better understanding of how to navigate through the slides and use code.org effectively. If you have any further questions, please don't hesitate to ask. Let's dive into the exciting world of coding and geometry.